foresight on Randy's part, a little good negotiating, and 4 years later, here we are. So it's just a great outcome and wonderful for the organization. So just wanted to highlight that.
That's great remembrance. Thanks, Bob. With that, going forward, is there? We still want to move on, I think, into the some of the campaigns and the development headlines yet, Andrea?
Yes. Yes, I want to highlight a couple of other things and then kind of have a discussion around some help that we need from the committee and to wrap up the end of the year in addition to some things moving into 2021. So the next slide shows that we once again had 100% participation from our board and HRTs. So thank you all for your continued support. As you know, this is something we've continued to do over the past few years, and it's very important for various reasons that we get 100% participation. And I will make one kind of note, highlight, if you might have noticed, a dip in, if you look at the board support from 2019 to 2020. That is more of a timing issue. So from the additional gifts secured, because we've moved to have some of the funds that were received in fourth quarter into first quarter, that's kind of the discrepancy. So it's Voya's, and then I think there was another a gift in this World Journal that we moved into first quarter. So we'll have those numbers kind of in the right year as we give reports on 2021. So I just wanted to highlight that change, because when I first saw that, I asked Ann what that was for, and it's more of a timing issue. All right. Any questions about board support? We'll move on to a little more deeper dive into the metrics.
Certainly, HRT is continually up and away. Bill, you and I know my experience has not been here as long as yours, but you are certainly a gravity getter with your input and guidance with the HRTs. I don't know any other organization that looks back and supports and reflects than our group here. And Bill, you're the man that helps it happen all the time.
You're kind. You're making me blush. I actually tried to get out of it for this year, but they wouldn't let me go. So I am the Solicitor General for another year. I think, Bill, begin to tire of me. You can only carry the tin cup so often, but I'll give it another try.
Thank you very much from all of us. The tin cup will be close to your heart as long as we're around. So, all right.
So again, if you'll move to the next slide. So this is an addition, a slide that we added yesterday, probably because I wanted to connect with the past 3 years and see the increase in funding. And this is something that we looked at the November meeting, again, just to see our growth over 3 years. And this is just with our unrestricted funding. Go to the next slide. So I want to dive a little bit deeper into just some observations with our restricted and unrestricted. So in November and December, as you all know, tend to be our largest month with donations coming in. And I wasn't sure how that would look this year with 2020 and the challenges that we've all faced. But we had a record number of donations